All right, everybody, welcome back. Hi, I'm Dan Haggerty, and this is In Depth. And we've been spending this week talking about mental health, kids, and suicide. And I do want to thank everybody who's written into me, telling me their stories, telling me their struggles with trying to get care, and the places where you have found success. Now, if I haven't gotten back to you yet, if I haven't returned your email, or I haven't discussed one of your messages in one of my segments, please be patient. We have a lot of people to talk to, but I read and take everyone very seriously. I will remind everyone, though, that this segment is not necessarily like what you will see in the rest of the news here at WRAL. I cannot do this without you. I'm not telling you the news. I'm not talking at you. This is a discussion here, so please email me at dan@wral.com and tell me what is on your mind. Now, this week we have been sharing my conversation with a room full of kids and parents and professionals to discuss this delicate topic. And we did it for a very specific reason, because of the boy on your screen now and a tragedy that happened in Wendell when this 8th grade boy died by suicide at his middle school last week. You can find all the segments that we have done over the past few days on the in-depth section of WRAL.com or on the WRAL YouTube channel, which is what you're looking at now. We've talked about this week the need for care, how hard it can be for some people to find a therapist. We've talked about bullying and social media, and each night we've given you ways to help or find help. And we've had some great conversations with these teens and with these parents and with some of these professionals and advocates. But tonight, I want to focus on just one person, a mother who lost her daughter to suicide in 2020. What do you have to live with now?
I go through an emotional roller coaster. When I say an emotional roller coaster, because I would have never thought in 10 million years that it would have happened to me. Never. I'm either crying one day, throwing up the next. One day I'm happy. In the middle of the day, I can have a mental breakdown. I'm at work, I can't do my job because I'm thinking about my child. I'm thinking about other people, like the young man. It's a lot that I go through.
That's Latishea McAuley. She's a single mom who raised a daughter who struggled with mental illness. Doctors diagnosed Sierra with ADHD and bipolar disorder. She had her daughter in therapy and on medication. But nearing graduation at 19, Sierra started acting out of character. And a week after getting her diploma, she was gone.
Later on that day at 3:02, they pronounced my daughter deceased.
As a mother who lived through that tragedy, what do you tell parents when you have their attention?
Look for the signs. Look for the signs, the behaviors, the attitudes, everything. Like if your child, like all of a sudden, it used to enjoy going skating and hanging out with their friends, and then all of a sudden they feel isolated, don't want to do nothing, want to stay home, want to sleep all the time, that's a sign. They cutting their hair, they're dyeing their hair. Okay, well, baby, why are you doing that? That's a sign.
You can find countless lists online, the warning signs that your child may be in trouble. Here's the one from Wake County Schools with a sobering reminder that on average, 2 students in the district die by suicide every year. You know your children, and you know when something is off, and these lists are a great place to confirm your gut feelings and inspire some action. Latishea was inspired to start a nonprofit and help families that can't afford care. She started Sierra Day and partners with the Lee County Sheriff and her church to raise awareness and money in her daughter's memory.
We pay, me and the people, donations that we get from outside of the community, or whoever gives, donates. I pay for that. We pay for their therapy session out of pocket. Me and anybody that donates, only because I don't want no other family to have to go through what me and my family are struggling with from day to day.
And she's still growing that nonprofit work. But if you are interested in helping, if you are interested in donating, anything really, you can find her on Facebook. These are some of the pictures that she posted after her visit with us here at WRAL. Her efforts, what she is doing, she is helping families who live right here in our community. Now, we're going to conclude our coverage tomorrow, and I'm not entirely sure where we're going to go next with this, but I do have a few ideas. And I'm wondering what you think about something. Take another look at this group that we talked to. All right, we've been showing you these people all week. Do you notice anything? Does something stand out to you here? There's not one man, not one, all women. And we reached out to a lot of people. Now, I'm not saying men aren't involved with this topic. We interviewed men doing great work in this field in the WRAL documentary Pandemic Generation. But I also think it is fair to say men have a special relationship with the stigma surrounding mental health and the vulnerability it takes to tackle it sometimes. Bob messaged me on Twitter and said, as a grown man who still feels the flashbacks from years of being bullied as a child, I appreciate your piece tonight. Let's be there for each other. Tell me your thoughts. What am I missing on this topic? What else should we be talking about? Email me at dan@wral.com or find me on social media. The conversation continues tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.